am Star Swain. I am a gospel artist that is from Tallahassee, Florida, by way of Macon, Georgia. I don't remember the exact age, but third grade. That was my first solo. One of my teachers, well, I went to a private school, and the private school that I went to really focused a lot on the arts, singing. We had chorus, and even though it was a children's chorus, we sounded like adults. You know, our choral director was amazing. We also had huge stage productions for Christmas, for Easter, and at the end of the school year. And I mean huge, from costumes to handmade backdrops, the whole 9 yards. Anything you can think of when you think of like an actual stage production, that is what we had. And so one of my teachers, the one that used to write all of the plays and stage productions, some kind of way heard my voice and was like, she can sing. And she had me come and kind of do like a mock audition, and the rest is history. From that moment that I had that first solo, that was kind of it. You know, everybody pretty much, I guess you could say, found out maybe. And then so I did start singing in church maybe about probably 5th grade. Started singing in church, had, you know, my first church solo. It was a hymn, and gosh, yeah. Like I say, the rest is history. Being a part of the Marching 100, especially during that time, the class that we came in with was one of the largest classes to come to FAMU. So not just band-wise, but just school-wise. And so the leadership skills, the tenacity that I learned, the perseverance, how to push past, you know, comfortability and really do things that are outside of your norm, outside of the box. That really helped me in, you know, terms of my singing and singing career and my future, because it gave me a new mindset about things that I could do, and really about being more, I won't say proactive, but I used to be a really shy little girl, right? And I wouldn't talk unless I was spoken to, you know, and being in the band helped bring that out of me. You know, it helped push me to the forefront, learn how to speak up, learn how to be assertive, and learn how to just bring my gift forth, you know, into a larger arenas. I love the calling. Everybody say Jesus, 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 Jesus. To be honest, I don't know if I really recognized that I had like this special gift. Like, I knew I could sing, you know, but I didn't realize the impact that it had on people because I was so young, you know. So I'm essentially in that age and time frame just singing, really, you know, because I can sing and because I'm young and my mom is asking me and I'm supposed to sing at school and I'm supposed to sing in the play. So I to be honest, I think the viral video maybe, and I know that's like later in life, but I think that's when I truly realized the impact and how my voice just really made a difference in people's actual life, you know. That was kind of a turning point for me. You can hide behind the line. We need more than just a slogan. I know sometimes you feel. So we were on a family trip. We had planned this trip, my husband and kids, Some other couples and their kids were there. It was 3 families we all decided, hey, in the summertime, we're planning a trip to Washington, D.C., and, want to take our kids and visit the museums. So that's what we were doing. It was just a regular schmegler trip that we never would have thought all that came out of it would have come out of that. So we were in the Lincoln Memorial, just visiting like anybody else. Some of the people in our group wanted to go. There's like a bookstore, gift shop type thing that's inside of the Lincoln Memorial. So they wanted to go in and look around, and I stayed out, and another one of the people that was with us. So we're just standing there talking. I was like, man, do you hear the acoustics of this place? And the other guy was a musician. So he was like, yeah, man. I was like, man, I should just bust out and start singing the Star Spangled Banner just right here. So I'm just joking, we just having small talk. And he's like, you should. Man, you should. You should do it. I was like, no. And that's kind of where the video starts. When you see the video, is me saying, no, I'm not going. Because he was like, I'm recording right now. I'm like, oh my God, why are you doing this?
Star Swain right here. So please, she's about to sing us a rendition of the Star Spangled Banner in the Lincoln Memorial. And listen to the acoustics in this.
You said that I was gonna do that.
We're ready. Come on. Listen.
I'm scared.
That thing been on I know. She's afraid. But look, watch God do it. You videotaping it? On video. She live right now on Facebook. Okay.
Let's go.
Come on, let's go. You gotta do it live.
So I said, I don't want to hear his mouth. I don't want to hear my husband's mouth. I don't want to hear my other best friend's mouth when we get in the car about, you should have done it. So in my mind, I'm just going to do it just to shut y'all up.
That our flag was still there.
And so I did it, and we stood on the sidewalk. We left the Lincoln Memorial, stood on the sidewalk. He posted it to YouTube right then and there. He was like, I'm telling you, it's gonna go viral, I'm telling you. And I was like, man, whatever, We went on about the rest of our weekend and did what we did. By the time we got back to Tallahassee, which may have been 2 days later, it was going crazy. And I was like, oh my gosh. Every time you look back, it was another 100,000 views, another 100,000. It's what is happening? So that was one of the most amazing moments in my life, I must say. We got so many calls for probably about 2 years straight. And sometimes if it recirculates again, because sometimes it'll surface again around 4th of July on a different platform, and it'll start kind of getting a buzz again, and we'll still get a call or two. But, during those first 2 years, we got calls from some of everybody. I mean, the Democratic National Convention called right after, Good Morning America, Fox and Friends, NASCAR, it was just... It blew my mind. We were going some of everywhere for quite a bit of time, a lot of traveling here and there, just from that video.
Don't underestimate me, 'cause I'm whoa.
It gave me a different perspective on what I want to do with my voice. It made me not be complacent because, before that happened, I was just kind of at a place of contentment, I sing at church, and that's where I sing, or if the 100 calls and say, hey, can you come and sing, we got this event or whatever, can you sing with us and do Order My Steps, things like that. But once that happened, it really pushed me kind of to another level in terms of me creating an album, writing music, moving forward with it actually being a professional career. That wouldn't have happened. If that viral video didn't happen, then I probably wouldn't be sitting here right now, because I wasn't thinking in that mindset. So it caused me to shift my mindset, shift what I want to do. and run hard after it. Even though there are challenges, it's not easy. I'm still not where I want to be, but I'm much further away than where I was because I wasn't working on anything, you know, and now I'm actually working towards it.
Can someone tell me why? Oh, why? Why did our hopes die? Deception,
I
frustration.
think the comments for me are what really has had the hugest impact and has resonated the most, because most of the comments are like, oh my gosh, like I'm crying, I'm in tears right now watching this. Or, you know, especially at the beginning, we've had people say, you know, I was about to commit suicide and I saw this video and, you know, thank you so much. I feel hope, you know, I feel joy. And like I said earlier, that for me is what made me be like, oh my gosh, you know, that for me makes all the difference in the world. Because people talk about stuff and see stuff all the time and get millions of views, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to impact somebody's life in a positive way. And so to see that from just me singing the national anthem, you know, is like, wow, like that means so much to me.
No matter who you are or where you come from, whether from the left or right, whether woman, man, child,